Spike from Degrassi High. She had a baby when she was real young. Her best friend is a skinny chick. She knows it.
You're listening to the I'm in Love with a Girl Named Spike, a Degrassi podcast. I'm your host, Mike Park, along with my co-host, Rick Johnson. And
Hello.
My special guest we have today is Mr. Delrossi, who played Marco's father in Degrassi, The Next Generation, from seasons 3 through 8. Mr. Delrossi, how are you?
I'm doing so good.
You're in Italy right now, I see.
I'm in Italy right now. That's Salina Tower Pisa behind me.
So I know there's been a lot of the character development went through a lot of ups and downs, but I feel like the homophobia that you displayed early on was temporary because your heart was so warm with love for Marco that you became accepting. Would you say that's the truth?
Sure, a little bit, sure, yeah. Happy Pride.
Mr. Delrossi, how long have you been bleaching your hair?
You see, it goes a little white, and I was so shocked that my son's gay, go completely white.
The best part about this whole thing is that everybody that's listening to this, just audio, is like, what the hell is going on right now?
For those of you listening at home, I got a little driving cap and a little mustache on, and that's pretty much it.
Which I feel predominantly the listenership is still in audio podcast form.
Really?
Yeah.
We really put those listeners through a wild ride right now. What is going on?
So let me clear things up for the listeners, just in case you couldn't figure out. It's not really Mr. Delrossi, but it's our own Hannah Eagle.
No, if it was me, could I do this, Mr. Delrossi? Mr. Delrossi, what's your favorite thing about your son? He's going to be the prom king, and then he's going to have a queen.
You sound like Margaret Cho's mom. You sound Margaret Cho impersonating her mom. That's very good, very good. We are on episode 140, and it's "I Want Candy," and I think it's a parody of Ferris Bueller's Day Off, with a B plot of a snake finding out if his cancer is in remission. Hannah, how does it start?
They're in Miss Hatsalakis's class, and she's basically telling them that the final's going to have stuff from the midterm on it, which is like, of course it will. And Spinner's like, what? Oh, no way! And then she's like, not only that, I'm giving you like a review thing, which I was like, that sounds nice. And then they're really mad about that. And then Paige is like, fine, if we're going to have a final, we're going to take a vacation and we're going to take a ditch day from school, which is weird to me that this is like their first ditch day. Just seems to me like they would ditch all the time.
Do we know it's their first ditch day?
Yeah, we don't know.
They made such a big deal out of it, I just assumed. And then the theme song kicks in.
And yeah, Rick, take it from there.
They're in Dylan's car, which seems like too nice of a car for Dylan to own. And it is the fall, is a nice fall Canadian day, and they're driving around with the top down.
It does look beautiful out.
Like a Trans Am type?
No, it's like I would have to look at it again, but it's like one of those weird Ford or Chevy convertibles.
It's a baller car, though. If I was in high school and I had that car,
it's like the equivalent of like a Sebring or a LeBaron or something with a convertible. It's like my first convertible type of convertible.
Do you think his parents bought him that car? Yes.
Yeah, I think probably how it's gone down is that a hockey scout has bought him that car.
I was about to say that. It could have been a scout. What does Marco's hat say? Does it say, I love Toronto? I love TO?
I don't remember.
I don't know. I do love the interaction between Dylan and Paige when Paige is like, I'm ditching. And then he's like, well, bring the car back full of gas. And she's like, it's on the quarter tank. And then he's just like, have fun.
How much was gas in 2003? I guess it's hard expensive in Canada.
Yeah. I wonder what the liter cost would be.
It says, I love T.O. on his hat. Toronto, I guess.
I guess. The movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off, when Ferris pretends he's sick, he doesn't do the thermostat trick, does he? Thermometer, not thermostat.
He doesn't do he goes on a big monologue about how doing the thermometer isn't a good idea.
Yeah, you could end up in the hospital.
You lick your palms so that the clammy palms.
Oh, that's right.
You get a nervous mom, you're going to end up at the doctor's visit.
But it's good to know that also Kendra is still in the Degrassi franchise here.
And
just
she broke
hanging on by a thread.
She broke her wrist? Like, when did...
I know.
She broke her wrist in real life. That's how... I wonder if that's how she got less and less roles, is that she, like, legitimately broke her wrist and then had to miss multiple days of weeks of shooting.
Oh.
What I read was that her real-life parents did not want her to do... The storyline was going to go romantic with her and Toby. I think I read it on some Degrassi fandom.
Okay.
Which has been accurate so far, right?
They're right to be nervous. I didn't want that plot line either. They did it right.
I wanted it.
You did?
I wanted it. Yeah, Jake Goldsby wanted it. Toby Isaacs, he wanted it.
I guess.
Everybody wanted it. Only
I
you.
didn't want it. Maybe I'm the only one that didn't. Me and her mom.
Yeah.
True that.
So Spinner's mom works at a grocery store, right? That's what that smock is? Is that... Did anyone see what that smock said? I couldn't make it out.
I couldn't tell, but yeah, I figured like either like drugstore or grocery store type of.
Canadian people, let us know what the...
Yeah, and the back says, committed to serving you truly Canadian.
Oh, that's awesome. I wish I lived in Canada. I want to.
Can we all agree that Spinner is very dumb? Because he, like, as soon as his mom walks out of the door in their own house, he immediately calls Paige.
Yeah.
I thought about that. Yes. That was a little quick to the draw. He's excited. He's going to skip school and skip a test. Yeah. He's all in for mini golf. Do you think mini golf in Canada is any different than mini golf in the U.S.?
It's the same. I've played mini golf in Canada.
Look at you, man.
Wow.
Culture.
I love mini golf.
Yeah, there's a venue in Canada that has like a mini golf go-kart place right next to it.
It's like fun center.
You got to wear a helmet when you ride the go-kart, and you have to wear like a hairnet when you put the helmet on. It's really weird, so I didn't do it.
Oh, Hannah, your place, the fun center you worked at, had mini golf, correct?
It did, yeah.
Indoor or outdoor?
Indoor. It had it was like a pirate. This is like pirate underwater skeleton-y theme. That's like every mini golf course.
Did you on the 18th hole? Did you have to? Did you have like an automatic ball return that if you got a hole in one, you got a prize?
So there was supposed to be an alarm that went off when you got a hole in one. And there weren't 18 holes. There was only 9. You just had to do them twice and skip the 9th hole because it would eat your ball.
Lucky you.
So there was actually only... Wait, how many holes in golf typically? 18, right?
18. We only had 9.
So you only had 17 holes.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it would eat your ball, and then periodically one of the teenagers would have to go in and just pull a drawer out and dump all the balls into the...
Oh, so yeah, okay, cool. The mini golf place in Muskegon that I would go to had the last hole was it was like a mine, and you would hit the hole. If you hit the hole in one, the mine exploded. It's like this whole animated thing. It was pretty
rad. Fun.
I like the sound of that. That's I guess one thing good about Muskegon is they have
the Baton Club.
The 19th hole at their mini.
I don't think it's a 19th hole. I think the 19th hole is where you get drunk. That's in a real golf place.
Amen.
Culture enough in this American sport.
Drive your golf cart.
Invented in America, or was this in Britain?
No, it was Scottish, I believe.
What, golf?
Yeah.
Oh boy, we're getting into the history of golf. How'd we end up here?
Well, you are wearing a golf hat.
You're not wrong.
Hannah, Ashley. Who is Ashley supposed to be in Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
I don't think it's a Ferris Bueller's analog.
Oh, what are you talking about? Of course it is.
I think that's so loose.
It's loose. It's
but
there.
It is.
It's loose.
100%.
No.
It's 100% trying to be Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
No.
Hannah.
If there was a parade, I would buy it.
So what? Spinner is Sloan, Paige is Ferris, and Ashley is Cameron?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could switch Paige and Spinner, I think.
No.
We're going with that. Idea.
Yeah, Paige is true. Paige is Ferris. Still not.
Man, I'm getting so many commercials on the YouTube of this episode. It's like every 2 minutes there's a commercial, and it's just going straight into Linda Schuyler's pocket.
She doesn't own it anymore, though.
I don't know who's getting that money. I'd love to know.
No, I think
YouTube?
I think she sold the rights. Whoever owns it now.
They're making a killing off of me right now.
I know, it's like 20 commercials every minute.
Just think of all the money that's not going to those actors.
Yeah. I think about it all the time.
That's just Canada?
Yeah, I think it's a Canadian thing.
A weird thing, because Canada is better than us in most things, except for actors and residuals, I guess. I don't know. What am I? Hannah, do you know the song Ashley sang? Are you going to sing it for us?
I know. I don't have it memorized, but I think it's like, she sings like, a black hole rips me from inside out, gravity ending me. And it's her mom standing in the background. And I think she kind of knows her mom's in the room. That's what makes it even worse. I forget the rest of the words, but those two lines are good.
She's a talent. She's a talent that's being wasted. She should be out there right now at age, what is she, 35-ish? She should have had a successful music career. She should be touring right now, like announcing a tour.
She's not a team player, but I guess she could be a good solo. You know what she'd be great at? Her lyrics. She could be in a great like metal band.
Like Kitty.
Yeah. If she just screamed a little more.
Did anyone take note of the wild posters on her wall?
I was trying to figure them out.
Are they different from previous episodes?
Yeah. So there's an F- poster. Do you remember that band?
Yeah, they were on Epitaph or Hellcat.
There's a Sloan poster.
Mm-hmm.
What, Sloan Peterson from Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
No, there's a band called Sloan.
Don't know them.
Maybe that's an Easter egg, how we are supposed to know.
And there's a Godsmack poster.
Whoa, that's a curveball. Before we go any further, this episode's called I Want Candy. Hannah, who sings I Want Candy?
Aaron Carter.
It's a female vocalist.
He does sing it.
Is it the same song?
It's the same song. Yeah, Aaron Carter. He like premiered it on the Lizzie McGuire show.
How does it go? Well, let me hear the melody.
It's the same. I know the song you're talking about.
Don't be looking it up right now.
I'm not. I'm texting my mom. No, I'm not.
You're texting your mom?
That definitely wasn't right anyway. No, I was not. I was looking. Because I was curious, not because I'm like trying to cheat. But I was trying to cheat. I don't remember. Who is it?
Bow Wow Wow.
They had. I Want Candy is a good song, but they had a song. Do You Want to Hold Me? I love that song.
Mike, do you know who their manager was?
Jeff Rosenstock. Let me think. No. Malcolm McLaren.
Yeah, that was his band.
I guessed out of the blue. Holy moly!
Were you like, I know one manager?
I was just thinking Malcolm McLaren because he managed the Sex Pistols, and I was like, oh, maybe
that was his band after that. He managed after the Sex Pistols.
Holy moly!
Aaron
That's
Carter.
Cool.
And he is directly responsible.
Featured Hillary Duff.
Whoa! Have you seen? Hannah? Did I send you those Aaron Carter videos where it's like
he's lost his gourd?
Yeah.
I've seen those too. I've seen those on TikTok too. It's truly unsettling. And I've seen clips of his older brother, Nick Carter, also being like, my brother needs to get it together. I'm like, dude, you need to get it together. You all need to get it together.
Did you watch that Lou Pearlman documentary?
Hey, it's Aaron. Hey, it's Aaron. I want to see this girl.
He sounds like 6 years old. Her name's Candy.
You know what's screwed up is they should have rocked that guitar part. That guitar part in the Bow Wow Wow version is so good.
Mm-hmm. They tossed it out for a little bit of improv by our little boy AC.
So that was a hit song when you were younger, Hannah.
Yeah, it was huge, and Hillary Duff is on that track, and that was like I'm talking about this like it's the biggest deal in the world. Hillary Duff was on that track, and then he was on the Lizzie McGuire Christmas episode.
Did they debut it on that episode? Did they sing it on that episode?
Maybe they did. It would make sense. They did that kind of shit back then, I guess.
But I also think that song is a cover.
Yeah, I think it is a cover too.
What?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Of course, yeah.
But no, it's a cover that Bow Wow Wow.
Oh, I understand you.
It's originally by a band called the Strange Loves.
I'm gonna check them out. I bet they're awesome.
Yeah,
especially if they're from the 60s.
Yeah, the photo that I'm currently looking at,
they look awesome.
Awesome.
That uses the Bo Diddley beat.
Oh yeah, Hannah.
I'm on the Wikipedia.
Look at you. Look at you. I like that. Do you think the restaurant scene? Okay, for Rick saying that this isn't supposed to be Ferris Bueller. This is a very shortened version of. I mean, they're going to the restaurant. It's the same thing. It's just not. He's just not the Sausage King of Chicago.
Yeah.
There's no high demand for
It's so loose, though. I guess I'll agree with you, but it's so like.
They do that a lot, though. They like borrow.
You thought this was Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
They already did Breakfast Club this season, too.
But that one was so distinct. This one is loose, but I truly believe it is supposed to be a play on Ferris Bueller.
Should we talk about this unfortunate throwaway B plot real quick?
Yeah.
Oh my God, throwaway first girl fight. I love that plot line. Throwaway.
Well, I mean, arguably that fight is the best part about this episode, but yeah, like how this episode is so like disjointed, where like there's no, it's not hooking me.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I've been sifting through this episode for like Ashley reaction things for TikTok. So I've watched this episode like 8 times. And let me tell you, it doesn't get better. It's only gotten worse.
Well, I think a good TikTok would be you sitting at the movie theater next to Spinner while they're watching. I'm guessing they're watching a romantic comedy, perhaps.
Yeah, and the
lower lip is quivering. That would be good if you did something off of that.
That's true.
As Marco's dad, of course. So.
What this movie about? I don't understand.
I feel like JT and Emma's punishment is a little harsh for just slightly talking.
Yeah.
You got to defrag all the computers at lunchtime, which is impossible, probably.
I was like, okay, show me how to defrag. I guess they know how to defrag. I don't know how to do that. I think he's angry because of the cancer.
Yeah, obviously.
So he's lashing out. It's like Miss Kwan and her sick husband.
Man, I forgot about those episodes, just egging her car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So mean.
I love that they're driving around with the top down, and it's raining. It's raining it's like foggy. It's so cold, and they're just like cruising.
Yeah.
Down.
There's a part where, like, I think after they run out of the restaurant, which I might be jumping ahead, they look like it's 5 a.m. and it's freezing and it's raining because their faces are all like puffy and they're like not awake. They're shaking.
Again, to verify my stance on the Ferris Bueller play, it's them going to the museum. They go to the museum also.
They do go to the museum.
You know, that's true. I wonder why they did so many John Hughes things. I guess just like an homage. I guess.
80s king, man. 80s king. But Spinner doesn't have a good eye for art. Which I would consider myself also not having a great eye for art, especially abstract stuff.
Yeah, me too.
That stuff isn't that abstract, though.
But like, just kind of like
that stuff. Kind of
like I don't look at stuff. I can't look at stuff and go, oh man, look at that. Whereas like if someone just draws, like someone drew, like my friend Gilbert drew me a picture of Claude from original Degrassi, and I was like, holy moly, this is so good.
Yeah, I feel that when I see super realistic stuff, that's when I'm like, oh, this is art.
Agreed. Like Matt Skiba from Alkaline Trio, he's been painting a lot, and it's all like weird stuff, like like the stuff Spinner's looking at.
I get mad about art sometimes when people post. I'm like, what? But I digress.
At that restaurant, when they skipped out on the check, right? They didn't go back in.
Sucked.
I feel so bad for Andrew.
I feel sorry for Andrew too. He was pissed.
Andrew, he really was pissed. And I would be pissed too.
Agreed.
Have
you ever stiffed somebody? I'm sure you've been stiffed as a server.
You know what? Not that much. I've been not tipped, which I had a person write 0 on a credit card slip once, and I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Also, hate having kids in my restaurant, so if I had to wait on children and they
stiffed you,
I would lose my mind.
Yeah. I agree 100%. Why does Alexa, is it Alexis or
Alex?
Alex. Yeah, it's close enough. Why does Alex and Emma fight?
Well, Emma and Alex fight because Alex wouldn't get off the computer for Emma to start defragging it. So she was looking at like bottoms.
Pants.
Pants. And then that brings it to JT closing down Snake's computer, which is super weird that Snake is just leaving his will and testament on an open-ass laptop.
Yeah, this scene was chaos. It's like, first of all, I was like, why are you looking at pants on the computer at lunch? You have friends. And then it's like, okay, move. Why are they defragging the computers? And then why was he working on the... And also it was like a PDF.
Yeah.
He wasn't editing it.
It was a PDF, and it was also like the lawyer was like, all right, I can give you for $20 more, I can make it look like the Constitution, the American Constitution.
Yeah. I bet my parents' will is like written on like napkins.
Yeah.
My mom just gave me, my dad wrote a baptism speech, which first of all, I was like, they say I was baptized. They dunked me in the ocean. Just the two of them. Like, that doesn't count. And my dad wrote a speech to give, which is like chaotic enough as it is. And it's written on the back of a magazine. I have it in here, a magazine paper. Ugh. Oh, geez.
Oh, boy.
This is the...
Oh, my gosh.
And then the speech is on the other side. Oh.
Whoa. That's the actual speech right there?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's weird. I was like, why does there need to be a speech? She's had it for a while. I've had it for, I don't know, a couple days.
Couple days, okay.
Couple days.
The fight scene with Emma and Alex I thought was really good, actually.
Man, it was so good.
They really went for it.
Oh. Okay. It was so good, except there's no way that Emma would have gotten that many shots off.
No, Alex.
Rage can do a lot.
She kneed Alex in the face.
Yeah.
She was pissed, man. You never underestimate what the human body can do, Rick.
Right.
Under crazy circumstances.
Can we
flash forward? I've seen where Alex grew up. She looks like she knows how to fight from where she grew up.
So you think Alex is holding back?
Maybe she knows her dad has cancer, and she's like, you know what? I could beat your ass.
She did. She's got
you get one free pass.
Yeah, but Alex like has a bloody nose and like chipped teeth and a busted lip.
Oh my god, chipped teeth.
Well, her mouth is just full of blood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Who is that teacher?
I don't know his name, but he's like new.
Yeah, there's also the person that pulls Emma off. Who is that? With like the perfect sideburns.
I don't know that, and he's doing such weird extra work where he didn't want to look right at the girl who plays Emma, so he's like looking off to the side. But the guy who pulls Alex off, remember when we watched Degrassi High? There was that mechanic that worked.
Whoa! That's Jeff the mechanic.
That's Jeff the mechanic. Remember I said I know exactly who he is. I just don't remember his name.
That's awesome. Good one,
that's
Hannah.
So good.
Very good, Hannah.
I just realized.
Can we we skipped over the hospital scene with Terry.
Oh, snap.
God, what a bummer. I can't believe they made us look at her open wound on the back of her head. I could have gone my whole life.
Yeah, I'm so happy that those Canadians have for Terry that those Canadians have universal health care, because she's been in that hospital for weeks.
And when she's like, I'm
that bill.
much better. Just the occasional headache from where my head hit the rock, and it's like, we all know that you hit your head on a rock.
The acting between Emma and Snake, stellar. The emotional scene. Stefan did great. Usually his acting is, but wow, he did great too.
I love that, like, it feels like Emma doesn't realize the weight of what is happening, because like, I found this will. Why is he making the will? He's not gonna die. We're like, if you are in Snake's position, you may want to get your will together. You know,
not to shock you, Emma, but I have whatever he has, leukemia.
A terminal disease.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have a will.
What? You need to have a will.
Yeah, you gotta have a will. You want my dad to write you up a will?
If I don't have one, yes.
Yeah, you'll do it.
Just write something down real quick so people can find it if you die randomly.
Back of a magazine?
Yeah, just be like, if I die, all my records go to...
Can you send that back of that magazine that your baptism is on?
The picture,
so he can write his will on it?
Yeah.
Okay, listen here. I have a couple things to say. I'm going to let Hannah finish this off. The final scene, we're at this Elvis talent show, which to me brings everything together to guarantee, even though there wasn't something like this in Ferris Bueller's, it's Cameron like enjoying himself in Ferris Bueller, and then Ashley enjoying herself in this episode. So I'm going to let Hannah, that's my final words. Hannah, take us home on this final scene.
That's not the final scene, by the way.
Whatever.
Oh, jeez. It's her giggling with her mom. We can make it the Elvis thing if you want.
That's also not the final scene either.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. What do you mean? What the heck you mean? To be honest, I stopped at 5 seconds from the end, or like a couple minutes from the end. The Elvis thing, I hated so much.
You didn't like Lil Elvis?
I loved all the other Elvises, but Ashley doing Elvis and singing her sad song, by the way.
How did she win? That's what I want to know.
I think people are like, she's going to kill herself if we don't give her the prize.
She won because she
Erratic girl
looked like an Elvis version of David Byrne version of Elvis, and that's
also like there's an Elvis contest in the food court.
Where are they?
The mall.
They're at the mall.
Oh, I don't know. Okay.
So there's some geography I want to lay down real quick, because I don't believe they could do all the things that they've done in a day. Ooh. Right? So they pick up Paige picks up Spinner. They pick up Ashley. They have to convince her. Then they go to the restaurant, correct?
Yeah.
Then they go to a movie, correct? So let's say that movie's 90 minutes.
Movie starts at 1:00. They're out at 2:30.
Okay, but school's out by 2:45.
That's fine.
I mean, Spinner doesn't have to be home till his mom gets done work, which I think she said was like 4 or 5.
Okay.
Yeah. Then they go to the museum.
They go to the museum.
Okay.
So they spend at least an hour at the museum.
Okay.
30 minutes.
30 minutes?
30 minutes. Spinner didn't like it. He's like, let's roll.
Okay. I can blow through a museum.
They go back to the mall to go to the Elvis contest.
Yeah.
But you got to think, going from the movie theater to the museum, you got to drive, you got to park, you got to walk.
The museum was in the same building.
You're saying that the mall has a museum in it?
Yeah, across the street. It's like a historical building that they couldn't destroy.
And they eat a full meal.
Historic landmark.
Yeah, they eat a full meal. I'm saying that this is not a possible day.
Well, that's why it's magical. It's not a possible day.
This is called television. Right?
Yeah, I understand. I got to suspend my disbelief.
Lisa Simpson has not
aged. You're definitely right. Huh?
Lisa and Bart Simpson have not aged in 30 years.
Maybe they have that disease.
No. Bart can still skateboard. He still skateboards. He'd be so old. Well, I guess he could still skateboard even 30 years later.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry that I thought this was the end. Of course, there's an important scene of them going in to see M. Night Shyamalan.
Hold on.
Yeah.
That guy, that doctor, has so many credits. He's in everything. It's out of control. So have you watched Kim's Convenience yet?
I've seen like a couple episodes. Yeah, I heard that.
He's Mr. Mehta in Kim's Convenience.
Ooh, is that a Canadian show?
It's got to be. It's got to be. He's in Clifford the Big Red Dog. He's in do you ever watch? He's in Suits. He's in so many things. The Girlfriend Experience, The Strain. If you watch The Strain.
Well, I love The Strain.
Yeah, so many. He's in all the TV shows. He started in 1983 and has been working nonstop until today.
Good for him.
Yeah.
What about the trailer for Old, the new M. Night Shyamalan?
Looks pretty good.
Heck yeah, it looks good. Are you texting your mom?
No, she's probably looking.
I truly was staring off into space and holding my fingers like this and picking at my nails.
She's looking up Sugith Varghese, the actor.
I totally blocked out that there was a whole hospital scene at the end of this episode.
Yeah.
To be honest.
With Emma looking like complete shit.
Yeah.
Understandable, though. I'm glad Amanda Steptoe got a lot of airtime on this episode.
Where was she?
She was at work, and then she came after her job at the bank. They're like, just come in real quick. It'll take you 10 minutes. I'm like, okay, here I come.
I love that you think that it only took 10 minutes for that shot. That was like a day. That was a day.
Yeah.
That shot took a day to do.
She's like, listen, I got work until 7. They're
like, call in sick.
Quarter closing reports are due, and they're like, just all we need is 10 minutes. And so it's like, you don't have any lines. You just kind of like look at a little teary-eyed and you hug each other, and that's it. 10 minutes. Boom. Yeah. They set up the scene. Everything's ready. They're waiting for her. As soon as she walks in.
And they have a stunt double with the wig for all the shots that you can't see.
You're talking a stand-in.
A stand-in, not a stunt double.
Yeah, they need a stunt double for the baby.
She should have. It would have been funny if they got the good news and she just jumped through a plate glass window.
Just into a bunch of fruit.
Yeah, and lands in a cake.
Okay, now Rick, it ends on the trio of Paige, Spinner, and Ashley. I hope I'm right. No,
Ashley's at home.
Okay,
her and her mom have they
have a good talk.
The classic TV, like.
And Ashley's transferring.
Yeah,
let's talk about that.
Where is she transferring to?
Not Degrassi.
I think it's like a school in England, if I remember correctly.
Is this her last season? No, she's back for a lot.
She comes back.
Did she sit out like season 4 on this?
I think she sat. Yeah, I think she sat out some seasons, which is like, why? For what?
I don't know. Maybe she thought she was going to be like what's her name, Vula from the original Degrassi. Yeah. There's bigger and better stuff. Okay, this is a Camaro. They're driving a Camaro.
Okay. Not wrong.
All right, that's the episode. The freeze frame is them driving away. Very 80s. Very 80s inspired. And I just wanted to comment on our interview with Mike LaBelle from last week. Someone said that there was too much locker room talk. I would like, if that person happens to be listening, what locker room talk are you talking about? I'm a family man. I try to keep it clean. So,
oh my God,
wants a locker room talk environment, or if it's Hannah being a little naughty, let us know.
It's not me.
It's probably me. Truthfully,
it's not you either. It's Mike.
It's not me. What are you talking about? Anywho, okay, I'll talk to you guys.
Like old man's Newsies when I take off the mustache.
Oh, Newsies is good. Isn't Scott Bale in Newsies?
No, it's Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's Scott Bale? And he's like in one of those like old, where he wears like a hat like I think he's a kid.
Which one's Scott Baio?
He was in Charles in Charge.
Okay, yeah.
He's a kind of a right wing nut job these days, I believe.
Yes, he and Ricky Schroeder. Ricky Schroeder just stood outside the free Foo Fighters concert that they held for only vaccinated people in protest.
Whoa! He also bailed out that kid that killed those people in Wisconsin.
I know, and took a photo with.
Fucking that man. When I was a kid, people would always call me Ricky Schroeder. It makes me mad now.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Hey, I got to go back to work, so I'm going to bid you guys farewell until next week. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.